Motherhood has really shaped who I am because I had kids when I was only 25. But I do remember at that point kind of like having this freak out moment, like, it's gonna change me forever. My mom and I moved in with my grandparents when I was 4. It was great though. I mean, my grandmother would do crafts with me when I would come home from school, and my grandfather would play classical music and let me dance around in the living room. Like, I just had so many people giving me attention all the time. It was so nice to have, all that love from so many people. I think the best thing I've learned from my mom is just how important honesty is. I mean, I've just taken that with me, and I think it's made me like a tougher person, because sometimes you have to confront things that you don't want to confront, but you're like, I just gotta be honest, and it's always the best way. My grandmother told me, don't ever say you're bored. She's like, there's too much to do in this world. Even if you can't go anywhere, you've got your brain. You can come up with ideas and things you can do. Like, we're not allowed to say you're bored. You can't do that in this house. So my grandmother is an artist and just a very busy, creative person. So she was always introducing me to new things, embroidery and painting and drawing. She would just come up with projects that we were gonna do one day. We'll do this today, we'll do that tomorrow. So she was just always letting me try the things that she was doing. I tried to kind of do the same thing, as my grandmother, and I introduce them as much as possible to like different things. So for example, I'm like, you know what? I need art in the wall in the dining room. I'm like, here's paint, you guys. Here's paper, go for it. I'm gonna pick my favorite one from each of yours. I'm gonna put it on the wall. So they just feel like involved and special. I mean, decorating is our thing here, so I try to include them in that. Going outside and grabbing like plants and flowers, and I love to press plants, so the kids will go with me and we'll cut the plants and then press them and make them. So I just try to involve them in what I'm doing and then let them take their own little spin on it and do their own side projects. And my mom, anytime I wanted to try something, she'd just let me do it. She was like, okay, we'll find a way. And she would take me to get whatever putty I was into to make like Christmas gifts for everybody. But my mom let me just do what I was doing, and she really encouraged it. Well, I do hope my kids are honest. It's really important to me. I hope they have a strong faith. That's really something we try to instill in them at home, so I really hope they have that. Overall, ultimately, I just want my kids to be kind to everybody. And the thing we say is, there are so many things you can't be because maybe you're not born with it, or you don't have this talent, or you don't have whatever, but you can always be kind. So that's something I just, I want them to grow up with, and I want them to, pass that on to their kids. If you can hold on to your happiness and your lightheartedness, the kids are happier. You stay happy and your kids will be happy. That's kind of probably the best advice I can give. But just have fun with it.